Cat6 versus Cat7. What is the best data cabling to use in 2021? Provided by Cabledan. In this day and age, your internet speed is everything. With so many of us working and operating out of our homes, we need to be on constant Zoom calls, in meetings, and logged into platforms, all while the kids are streaming movies or playing online games. Also, Cat6A through Cat8 cabling is used in warehouses, data centers, banks, and other businesses. It is important to know what type of data cables to use for your specific needs and applications. In discussing the difference between Cat6 versus Cat7 cabling, we are comparing the speed at which your network cables can carry data. The better and faster the cable, the better your internet connection. Cabledan, Watford's top data cabling company, is going to review the differences between Cat6 versus Cat7. There are several different types of Ethernet cables, or data cabling types. Ethernet cables actually ran from Cat3 all the way up to Cat8. So, what is Cat cabling? What are the different types of Ethernet cables? Cat cabling is a way of categorizing your network Ethernet cables. So, for all intents and purposes, Cat cables are Ethernet cables. But, what makes up these cables is a little bit more in-depth though. Each cable is made up of copper wires that are twisted in pairs. These twisted wires create an electromagnetic field that allows data to pass through it. The speed at which data can pass through these cables is controlled by the cable's frequency characteristic. The higher the characteristic, the higher the frequency of the magnetic field, meaning the cabling can move more data faster. What are the different types of Ethernet cables? Manufacturers use two different methods to get higher frequencies. They either put more twists into the cabling, or use individual shielding. This determines the performance of the cabling. Let's review the speeds for each type of standard Cat cable. They are Cat8, 2000 MHz, 40 GPs. Cat7A, 1000 MHz, 10 GPs. Cat7, 600 MHz, 10 GPs. Cat6A, 500 MHz, 10 GPs. Cat6, 250 MHz, 1 GPs. Cat5e, 100 MHz, 100 megabits per second. Trying to decide the correct type of data cabling for your company, home, corporate center, or warehouse. That really depends on what your use for the data cabling will be. Are you a large company, maybe a data warehouse for a bank, shipping hub, or offer data to financial institutions? If you have a need for terabits of data per minute, and function is the focus, not cost, you really need to be using the fastest, most capable Ethernet cabling available, which is Cat8. So, Cat8 cabling, for now anyways, is just used by large companies and corporations. On the other hand, Cat6 compared to Cat7, well, that is a bit more tricky. It really comes down to two factors. Number 1, the distance being covered by the cabling. Number 2, the cost per meter of the data cabling. So, cabling for most homeowners with regular-sized homes is Cat6. This Ethernet cable is going to be fine for use around the home, and even in your garage, patio, or very close to home outdoor areas. The cost associated with Cat6 is lower by a large margin, when compared to installing Cat7 cables. A quick search online will show you the cost for Cat7 cabling being 10 times more expensive than Cat6 in general. But, if you have a large property and home, and you want great network performance throughout your property, you absolutely need to install Cat7, as it is built to perform much better and over longer distances. Wrapping your head around different Cat cable types can be a nightmare. So can figuring out the rest of your data network. Luckily for you, though, Cabledan has a team of data cabling experts, who are here for you, making that journey as easy as possible. We have cabling engineers ready to help you out, no matter what networking or data issues you might be facing. Feel free to call us at 01923 624 120, or email us at sales@cabledan.co.uk, if you have any questions about data cabling, Ethernet cables, or data networks. Visit Cabledan's website at https://cabledan.co.uk. We have a lot of information about our telecommunication services. Call Cabledan at 01923 624 120 today.